Hello, Johnny from JW Wyatt Construction. This is Joel from JND SEO, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can improve your website and beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time, Johnny. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm actually going to make this video as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you want to hear more information, we can set up a quick 5 to 10 minute phone call. And if not, that's totally fine. I'm actually going to give you a bunch of free tips in the video that you can go ahead and apply to your site, or if you have someone that you use, you can actually show them as well. Awesome. So the 3 topics we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. And we'll start with content. I'm looking at your page now, your home page. Google actually recommends having about 1,500 words to 2,000 words of content. The reason that they want so many words of content is that they know if you offer that much content on your page, you're giving away a lot of information that's going to be helpful to a lot of people. It's going to essentially serve as kind of educating people. And that's what they really want. They want you to kind of give back to the community. So they're going to rank your site higher for that. The other way around that is because you guys, you have some content on your page, probably under 300 to 400 words, I would say. You can have a blog. They are a little bit of work, though, to keep them updated at least fairly regularly. But Google does love blogs as well because they offer a lot of information, tips, strategies. People just like reading them, and they'll rank those pretty high. I'm also going to show you guy roofing throughout the video, and the reason why is because they're one of the top results online for the area. So by showing you them, I'm actually showing you, what you'd want to do in order to get higher up in the rankings and catch someone like Guy. Why not? Why wouldn't we want to see the one who's on one of the tops here? So if we go through Guy here, we're going to find out that they do not have 1,500 words of content. So if we beat them in the 3 topics we're going to cover today, you would beat them online in the results as well. So they don't have a blog and they don't have a ton of content. So that would be one easy way to beat them, would be by adding a lot more content to your page. Second reason, though, that you do want a lot of content is the more content you do have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can put into it. I've put in roofing Spartanburg here, South Carolina, as an example. It's an excellent keyword. 100 people search this keyword exactly every month in Google. There's no name attached. It's a new customer looking for a service. They're not going to find any ads at the top here. Usually they would, but there's none right now running for the area for the Google Guaranteed ads anyway. So the first thing they're going to see is this map section, the Google My Business or GMB or Map Pack. And the top 3 companies are going to show up in this little preview window. This is all based on citations. You can see guys in here. And citations are just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. And then we're going to dig into the organic section. We're going to get 10 results showing up here per page. With any Google search that you do, you're going to get about 10 results for. So this is, no different than that. We're just going to get these in response to our keyword, roofing Spartanburg, South Carolina. So we can rank this keyword. Number 1 is going to go to Greer Roofing. 2 is going to go to Guy Roofing. 3 is going to go to Home Advisor, which is a directory. What I want to do next is I'm going to take your website, jwwyattconstruction.com, plug it into a program called Ahrefs, just to see how it's performing. First thing we do notice is that you've got your headers at the top of the page. That's a good thing. You could also put your name up here. You could do like name and a few keywords. You do have a few keywords up here. I do recommend that, but this allows Google to find you a little bit easier in searches. Now, I do want to talk about the numbers. However, you don't have a ton of numbers showing up. The one thing we do have is a keyword. And the keywords what really bring in the visitors. So let's just quickly click your keyword and see what you've got. It does show that there's no visitors though. So it's for your name, Wyatt Construction. So 200 people do search you by name though. So that's a really good thing. It means people know who you are. Just want to capture that, of course. So the issue we're seeing is that your position is number 75. So we know there's 10 results per page. So 75 is going to put you on page 8. So we've actually found that 80 to 85% of people will not go past page 2 when they do a Google search. So, they won't even go to page 2. They stay on page 1. So page 1 is really where all the visitors are. So by being on number 75, we can see you're getting 0 visitors of the 200. And that we'll kind of monitor this number here because I'm going to show you another example with Guy here. So I will quickly talk about backlinks. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. So if we look at Guy's numbers, they have 344 referring domains with almost 3,000 backlinks. Referring domains are just websites that they have links on. When people, these links are on these websites. When people click the links, it's going to redirect them to their site. So if, as an example here, if you had a Facebook business page for your name, then that would be your referring domain, the actual Facebook site. And then the link would be where on the page it says like what's your web address, and you put in this here, or yours if it was for you. You put in your website. When someone clicks that, it's going to redirect them to your actual site. The more sites pointing to your site, that's going to increase your trust number here. The higher this is, the more keywords you can be found for in searches. So right now they've got about 1,400 keywords showing up, which is a really good number, and they're bringing in about 4,000 actual visitors to their site. Now, if we click the numbers, we see they're a little bit deceiving actually, because most of Guy's numbers are actually from roofing, which is a national term, so it's not one I would recommend. I would much rather have these ones with their name. And so that's people searching them by name, 7 people in a specific location. So you have 90 in Greenville, 70 in Spartanburg. And so they're number one for both. So in Greenville, because they're number one, you usually capture between 20 and 37% of the total volume by being number one. So they're getting 30 of the 90 for this one. For Spartanburg, they're getting 24 visitors of the 70 coming to their site. So this is what's coming to their actual site. Then you want to have keywords like this that bring in the new customers, Roofing Spartanburg. So we had, for our example, 100. They're number 2, so they're going to get 15 of the 100 coming to their site. So the more of these words that you can get ranked in the top 10, the more visitors you're going to get, and these start to really add up and bring in a lot more. All right, Johnny, and typically, you could expect, if you got about 100 visitors to your site, probably with between 5 and 7 keywords, that's going to bring you about 20 to 30 actual phone calls to your number. And then depending what your closing ratios are, typically on the conservative side, it's about 2 to 4 jobs per month. Now that you have all this information, we went over content, backlinks, citations, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. If you're not looking to do anything different and you're happy with where you're at, obviously you don't have to do anything with the information. If you're looking to grow, you want to build the business, get more customers, and maybe you have somebody you already use, that's fine. Show them the video. It's got some tips in it. Maybe they can use a few of those, help you out. Number 3, if you don't have anyone you currently use, you want to grow the site, you want to add more customers and build the business, definitely reach out. I'll actually give you a call anyway just to check up and see if you got the video and what you thought of it. Just want to know if it was helpful to you. But also, if you have any questions or want to hear more information, we can set up like a 5 or 10 minute phone call and just talk a little bit more. Awesome, Johnny. Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.